welcome to the Poetry of Justice show with Jackie Ray Phillips on YikesRadio.com. Here on the Poetry of Justice show, this is where social consciousness meets the arts. And what we do is we select topics that spark the interest and awareness of social diversity, ranging from arts, entertainment, and social justice at large, leaving our listeners thinking and saying,
YikesRadio.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, those are the sultry sounds of my mentor, the Mr. Kevin Nash. And Mr. Kevin Nash is the owner of this amazing proprietorship here at Accelerated Radio. And ladies and gentlemen, I always like to give Kevin Nash a very special hello and a very special shout out, because if it were not for him and his brainchild here, it would be impossible for me to do what I so love to do here on Saturday nights, ladies and gentlemen. And then I'd like to give a very special shout out to our sponsorship here to my right, and that's my sissy. She is Miss Lori G, aka the Benefactor, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Poetry of Justice show. And so Lori makes sure that this train keeps us moving along, and she's also the president of Gingy Productions and Entertainment Company. So thank you so much for your contributions and what you do for us here on the Poetry of Justice show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm also going to give a very special shout out to G Babies Catering, ladies and gentlemen. That's GBABBIES Catering, ladies and gentlemen. And you can find Chef Mac on Instagram, most notably. And again, that's G Babies. That's my nephew, guys. So I want you to check him out, Chef Macario. So you want to go to him on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen. But then I'd like to give a very special shout out to, oh my God, the one, the only legendary Lord Rocker, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? He makes us hot in the house tonight, girls. It's just going to be a good time here on the Poetry of Justice show. And we're also going to give a very special shout out to Starring Crescent Castings here, which we appreciate. We want to follow them on Instagram as well, ladies and gentlemen. So we're all about supporting one another here on the Poetry of Justice show. And then after that, ladies and gentlemen, I give a very special shout out to who we call the man of steel around these parts, and that's WMPJ Steelworks, ladies and gentlemen. He's a very good sponsor to us here on the show, so we always give a very special shout out to the big guy, ladies and gentlemen. And then he has another very cool partnership that's going on with APS Muscle Cars. I want you guys to check him out, APSMusclecars.com. You want to look at this guy up. His name is Memo, M-E-M-O, straight out of Compton, ladies and gentlemen. Muscle Cars. You want to check him out. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2022. What y'all fools want to do? You know, that was the Compton part came out. I don't know, y'all. I just thought I'd just throw out like that. Y'all doing good? Yeah. Well, y'all showing up looking good and smelling good, I can tell you that. Got my favorite colors all up in the house. I got the sunshine up in the house. How you doing? So, anyway, Lord G, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing wonderful.
We haven't been here in like how long?
I think it's been 3 weeks.
I think it was 2 weeks.
Maybe 2 weeks.
Lori's known to exaggerate.
Mentally, I haven't been here.
I know it feels like a good long time, but we're here tonight. But you know what, guys? I got to put in a plug. I'm going to tell y'all now because I might forget, because y'all know me. I get so excited. Okay, y'all. It was 2 weeks. It was, see, Rashid. Now, you know Rashid is the, that is Wikipedia. POJ Showpedia is King Rashid, ladies and gentlemen. But what I want y'all to do, particularly you Queen Divas, and I always give a shout out to Laura Rocket, a.k.a. as well as Starring Crescent Castings. But ladies and gentlemen, you guys got to go check out on the Oprah Winfrey Network. I said it.
Absolutely. Oprah Winfrey Network.
It's out. It's out, Lord Rocker.
It is out.
Yours truly. I'm on Oprah Winfrey Network.
Yes, you on Oprah.
Speak, sis. Speak, right? So let me tell y'all what happened. What happened was, the other day really was like Wednesday, right? And I had a really interesting day at like the day job, right? So I was like doing my thing, and then when I got off, one of my high school friends had hit me up on Messenger, and he sent me a screenshot of me, right? And he was like, I see you Compton in the house. I was like, that part right there, you see me, fools. I was like, I guess it's out. So then my cousin hit me up, and then a couple other people was like, oh my God, Jackie, we seen you. But yeah, so I got lucky. I was one of the ones that got on there. So it was called, but we filmed back in May.
Yes.
And so I haven't seen it yet, so I'm going to wait and watch it tomorrow with my friends and family. But I want y'all to check it out, see what y'all think. I don't know. They asked me a question about the SEX word. So I actually had a speaking role, ladies and gentlemen. So I actually had a speaking role. So I was like, I'm so excited. So I want y'all to check us out. I had a good time. What do you think about that? Did you have a good time? Huh?
It was a great time, definitely.
Anyway, I just want to tell y'all that because I thought I was going to forget because this show is about you, beauty queen. So once I get to talking about y'all, well, my little stuff don't even matter no more. But I just wanted y'all to check it out, and then we can just, let that girl magic just resonate with each other and that power, because just that was one of the turning points of our show here. And then when Lord Rocka started to come on in a more full-time capacity, it was even after that experience, and just seeing, just elevating the game, you know what I mean? And you ladies keep me invigorated, and the people that Lord Rocka has blessed us here with on the Poetry of Justice show, they're truly just no words. It's just the power of the Holy Spirit, and so I just give all honor to God and praise to Him. So that's who I am, and they don't like it. It is what it is. So you got to move on with it. You got to move on. And then another thing I want to just share with you, beauty queens, tonight, if you want to check it out. And it just was powerful for me, and even for men and women, but I have these beautiful ladies here tonight. Did you guys take a look at on Amazon Prime, if you have it or you can get it, is Being the Ricardos with
I have
Nicole
not looked at
Kidman.
that yet. No.
I can't remember the actor's name, but they're playing Lucy and Ricky, I Love Lucy. So they're giving you like the real story. Yes, it's on Amazon Prime, and it's called
when someone was gonna bring her back up.
Right?
Yeah.
And just that story, OMG, and just her and her life and who she ended up becoming on I Love Lucy, and all the doors that were closed to her and people that told her she wasn't good enough, she wasn't pretty enough. And then she, it was almost like an interesting thing. It was like she was quote unquote like demoted to radio, if you will. They were like, why don't you try radio? We don't want you anymore, in terms of they had her on the screen, and so they had her start doing radio. And she was just so very talented at radio in terms of her tone and her diction and how she would perform her radio parts. One of the network producers or different network producers just thought, like, you know what? You need to be seen.
Right.
We need to put you in front of the television. And so I Love Lucy, this is the thing, the trip part about it. Right now, they were saying that a series, for someone to have 10 million viewers at one time, it's like massive, like current day.
Right.
I Love Lucy back then had 60 million viewers every week, and the network said it wasn't going to work, it wasn't going to be good, you know what I mean? So you just never know. I'm just saying all of that to say you just never know, and no matter what anybody tells us, we're going to keep striving. It's not about if somebody says we're good, it's all subjective if they think we're good or not, you know what I'm saying? Particularly in the arts, it's tough, you know what I'm saying? I find it to be tough sometimes, because maybe you ladies are going to tell us about that too, but I'm going to shut up and I'm going to turn it over to you guys. So I want you guys to tell me about your journeys and things like that. So, and this is just out of all love and respect. So I just wanted to go on ahead because I had an opportunity at Dollar Sign had an opportunity to come. She was a guest. You wasn't even a guest that night. You were actually just in the studio. As a participant. And we were like, we're going to get you back. We're going to get you back on the show. And look, she blessed us. And so she's here with us on the show tonight. So I wanted to go on ahead and give you the opportunity to fill the floor first. And if you could just tell everyone a little bit about yourself and who you are and what you do. And we'll go from there with the bios.
Okay. My name is S. Dollar Sign. I am a music artist. I am a writer, a songwriter. I am an actress. I just it feels good to be here because you guys support women, and you don't call us women, you call us queens. So that's always warming. That's always a warming welcome. Of course, being a woman is not easy. You know what I'm saying?
And God forbid that you're beautiful. That makes it even worse. That's the part. That's where it gets tricky, right, Red?
Yeah. It's
we're gonna talk about all that tonight.
it's a little it can be like nerve-wracking sometimes, because especially when you're by yourself, a lot of men, they don't understand no sometimes, or let's just be friends. But a lot of men, I feel like a lot of people normalized I don't know if I can say it, but sexuality. A lot of people normalized it. A lot of people normalized it, like, let me say this because this person was cool with it, or let me do this because everyone's cool with it. I don't think a lot of people respect women anymore.
And I don't know if there's so much as cool with it as they believe. I'm gonna try it because she just might say okay
because of his experience.
I think a lot of them know. Current males, this not included in this, right? But some men know. They know that they're stepping over their boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
They know what they're saying is offensive.
Mm-hmm.
They know what they're doing is illegal. But you know what?
You
You just might do it.
Right.
And that's why they continue
Wow.
to try.
Right.
I hate it.
I do.
I absolutely hate it. I do.
You gotta
It's
dig a hole
horrible.
to be like, okay, I'm gonna set you over here, you over here, and you over here.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And then the sad part about it is when you don't even know who to trust.
Yeah.
Because somebody might even low key be legit,
Mm-hmm. But
but after somebody done try to like rape you in a
Yeah,
freaking recording
yeah.
booth, you're like, wait a minute, I don't know if I wanna.
I'm okay.
I'm cool. You know, I may not want to go over there with
But do
you.
you see how that would mess with your mental though?
do.
You know what I'm saying?
That is the part that I'm
Because
talking
you're trying
about.
to be open and be welcoming. You know what I'm saying? But then you don't want to put your experiences to the side either. You know?
No, you can't.
What about your instincts? Are you able
Yeah.
to do you work off your instincts with that? How are you able to ward them off?
I don't really work off my instincts. I just don't work off my instincts because I'm a talkative person. So if I see something wrong, I'm gonna speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Or if I do something wrong, I'm gonna speak on it too,
Right.
even if you don't speak on it. Cause I don't know, it's just a lot of instinct sometimes. Is everybody ain't this and everybody ain't that, and it's just like you can't assume. I feel like a lot of people go off their instincts due to their past experiences. It don't be just random. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, my mom did this or that. It's really just he did.
But you know,
this.
I think sometimes I think God has wired us for things not to feel right. You ever been in a
yes,
situation
yes.
and you're like, you know, this just don't feel
Women's
right.
Yeah,
Right?
like an
And I think
obvious
that's a part
situation.
of your
Yeah.
intuition. And I think when I was younger, I would dismiss that feeling,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because it wasn't a popular feeling, or it meant I was going to go against the grain,
Or you just
against
didn't
the
know what it
group.
was. Yeah.
Right. But I think we get sometimes feelings that say, this
Yep.
just don't feel
Yep.
right. And when it don't feel right, get out.
Mm-hmm.
Get out. That's your pre-warning, the precursor to this is about to
Or
go
sometimes
to
you
the
want to
left.
see how red is it? Like, is it really red? Is it right?
Like 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes.
Look at little magenta girl.
See, that's the problem right there. That's the Compton in you.
Yeah.
You gotta look at it and see it.
That's funny.
Be like,
Yeah.
that's my problem.
Well, I think that's all of our problems, right? We're curious. I think we're wired as humans to be quite curious.
Yeah.
Oh my God! When you say you're writing, when did you start? When did you know? Okay, I'm talented. I'm not just the average bear. About
I
what
mean,
age?
to be honest, I never knew. I always wrote my thoughts instead of speaking it because I grew up in a very rough, if I'm trying to say household, not abusive, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was abusive, but it was more so like everyone was loud. That's how they expressed their feelings. And a lot of times I'm like, okay, that didn't work, but I just wrote anything that came to my mind, honestly. But I honestly didn't know what to do with it until about 2017, to be honest. But,
Okay.
yeah.
What was that turning point in 2017?
I met Travis. And I would, you know how you just randomly just singing all over the place and stuff. And he just encouraged me like, well, you have a nice voice and your writing skills are pretty good. You should think about taking it serious. Yeah.
See,
So that was cool.
Absolutely.
Intuition didn't kick in. Well, that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've trusted that, so that feels great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's an awesome
Yeah.
thing. Well, thank you so much. You know it's not over. I'm going to come circling back to you. But then I want to see what is going on with Miss Love Keys. How are you tonight?
I've never been this happy in my life. That's all I'm gonna say. Like,
God bless you.
That's good. The
I
smile,
am at
white is bright.
peace. Like, I'm
Yeah.
at peace. Like, and I just came back from vacation, so I'm just
Yeah.
yeah.
Continue the energy. busy.
Spirits.
Yes.
Lori, did you want to go on ahead and take over and give the bio information on Love Keys, or Love Keys? How you want to handle that, gorgeous?
That's true. Yeah, well, I started. I have to admit that I'm behind on my bios.
No, that's why we want to do them on the
But
air.
Love Keys, I know I read that you're a pianist.
Yes.
Right? I'm very interested in that. And you grew up in Ohio,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Right?
So I'm from Ohio.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio, my whole life, and I went to school. You know, the whole college thing. Came back home, and music has always been like my passion. And my uncle, who is like my dad, my father figure, and everything, he was just like, I want to move to LA. Like and I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, all right. He kept saying it. I'm like, okay. And then we visited LA, and then like, he was just like, yeah. So I found a spot, like, and I was like, I'm gone. Like, I don't have anything holding me back. And then I just came out here and been doing that. Yeah. So.
Now tell me about your interest in piano.
Yeah.
When did you start playing?
You play piano?
Yeah. I am 25. I was, I think, like 15. So how it started, I was in high school, and my friend, she is a guitarist, and we would like do covers every week and stuff, and then it kind of like gained traction around the school and YouTube and stuff, and I always just loved like, you know, instrumental stuff, so I was like, I'm just gonna like go watch on YouTube and like learn how to play the piano. So I bought a piano, taught myself, and yeah, I've been playing since maybe I was like 15, and then once I got here, I got in LA in like 2018, and I went to school 2020 up until last month, and I studied there like professionally and everything.
Formally.
Yeah, because it was just like, you know, being self-taught is great, but sometimes you hit that wall, and it's like, okay, well, I know what I want to do, but I don't know how to like articulate it, and like, you know, YouTube can only teach you so much. So yeah, now it's just like, it's my, like, I need piano. If I'm performing, I want to play and sing. You know, I want to play for others. Like, that's just my heart.
I
love it.
Nice.
I love it. Like, piano, I can just play it for hours and just not speak. Like, I love it.
For real, be on the same key.
I know. Dang, dang, dang.
Damn, that's a blessing though. For real.
Yeah,
That's nice.
it touches my heart. I love
And
it.
what genre are you? Jazz or?
So R&B, but I
R&B.
did when I studied classical, commercial, and jazz. So kind of now just have that whole whatever the occasion is. That's what we're playing. But as far as my music, primarily yes, R&B.
R&B.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Do we have any YouTubes that we can pull up?
Yeah, we can pull it up now. Everything's under Love Keys, my channel.
Okay.
Oh, so now your name
yeah.
makes sense.
Right?
I know. You know,
I mean,
funny,
I told it, but
Like now
Everybody
you can
does
hone
assume-
in.
yeah.
Well, actually,
Right? That's what I was just writing out. Like,
That's nice. Yeah, I'm like,
KEYYC. And then can you type ceilings, like the ceilings?
that's cool that you don't assume nothing.
I love those flashes. Are amazing.
Thank you.
That's a big problem
So
with
this is
everybody.
like one of my
okay.
one of my graduation.
Get him, girl. You
Okay.
Cut it smutty.
This is for my upcoming album. So
All right. Gorgeous.
yeah, we're gonna
Gorgeous.
we're gonna
Look at
diss that
YouTube
ex of
photo.
mine and
You see that girl?
He's out of here.
out of here.
He's gone.
Yeah, for real.
I'm getting
Yesterday's news.
little Kim vibes on that one. Put your lighters up.
The red.
I want one of those for my house. That piano is beautiful.
Yes.
All right, you ready here?
Yes,
We're
sir.
ready.
Sir.
Cool. This is ceilings.
Do I look like a fool to you, my baby? I spent too many years in fear of you, so maybe I do. I'm full of rage, I wanna lash out. I've been more than patient, so you're scared now. This is for all of the times that you tore me down. Turn myself on and I'm guilty. I don't even regret my feelings. I don't need a lawyer, sir. It was me, it was me, it was me. I can't take it no more, I'm crazy. They ain't gotta bail me out, I'm staying. 'Cause hurting you The ceiling's gonna fall tonight, and you don't get another chance. Forgiveness is a gift from God, so pray that He'll make you a better man. You don't get to say that I overreacted, 'cause everything that you did to me was slowly breaking me. Looking in your eyes, you were ready to kill in the name of love. But this ain't love, you can't convince me. So if this is the end, I gotta save me. Turn myself on and I'm guilty. I don't even regret my feelings. I don't need a lawyer, sir. It was me, it was me, it was me. I can't take it no more, I'm crazy. They ain't gotta bail me out, I'm staying. 'Cause hurting you just saved my life. The ceiling's gonna fall tonight, and I ain't gonna deal with you. So tell me where you draw the line, all of the things you put me through. The ceiling's gonna fall tonight, and you don't get another chance. Forgiveness is a gift from God, so pray that He'll make you a better man. Tell me, how does it feel now? You're on the ground, you won't make it out, no, no. See, I'm done, and now I've been set free. You'll never get to hurt me again. Victory is won. Yeah, yeah.
Gorgeous. That was incredible.
The opening
Our
line
listeners are just
the opening line for me.
Yeah, it's so nice.
oh wow.
Like,
You
God
know,
forgives. I'm like, ooh,
you
'Cause
gonna
I
give
don't,
Adele a run for her money for real, okay? Watch out, Adele. Here comes Love Keys. I tell
That's
you.
how they are, though. A lot of pianists can sing.
Oh yes.
A
I
lot of
love it.
musicians.
You just was
There you
done with
go,
his
yeah.
ass. She was like, look, I'm
Yeah, the one that played
damn. Fuck
the
you.
music.
I got my attorney. I don't
Okay.
give a.
So
Lock
tell
me
us
up,
about the
'cause
inspiration.
This was like
for
an
Celine.
episode of Snapped, so let's talk about it.
Exactly.
My sissy.
real.
Wait, not one word until I get the video.
Okay.
Lights, camera, action. Roll them.
Okay, so ceilings. So again, while I was in school, I went to school for music. So you know, like I got to work on the stuff I do every day. I didn't have to just do classical. Like I was working on my album basically. So I had to write a song, and I was like, you know, of course I'm angry, and I wanted to figure out a way to express that pain and hurt because I feel like he hurt me in a way that I feel like I deserved to lash out on him, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I was so fair and I was so kind, even when he literally treated me like literally the scum on the back of his shoe. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was the only way for me to just release that. So I was like, okay, I want to, you know, I was using like this little exercise and like, okay, like getting out these words, just like pain, rage, ceilings, and you know, this house burning down. So I became this character of this woman who's just like fed up, and she literally snaps. Like she's been hurt for so long. She's been hurt for so long, and she's just like, I can't do it anymore. So yeah, I just kept hearing that whole like the ceiling's gonna fall tonight. I just kept hearing that and kind of just played around on piano, and it took a couple of months. It was something that I worked on with like my instructors and everything, because like when I learned piano, I just knew how to play a chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. I didn't know how to do all the extra stuff. So like, you know, after some lessons and kind of opening myself up, it kind of just it just came to me. It was one of those, you just play on the piano, set your voice recorder on, and just go and kind of
Let the spirit
Yeah.
move you.
Yeah.
Oh, that is great.
That was nice.
Thank you.
She said, "Mom, bust your window."
Right.
Ass is toast.
Forget the
I'm thinking about when the levees broke. The ceiling's gonna fall. The
ceiling
nigga
is
is
gonna
going
fall.
down.
It is going down.
For
and
real.
You're gonna feel how I felt. So yeah.
Did y'all see the episode of The Have and Had Not when Veronica blew up her husband?
Yes.
She reminded me of that episode.
Yeah. that was my way of
Right, ceiling's falling.
yeah.
Great, great.
This is being silly about that. So
Is that beautiful? And now you said you're working on an album.
Yeah, it's gonna be out in a couple of months. It's been something that I've been working on for a while. I started actually this time last year, and it was an EP because I was still, with the ex, and it was like a love EP. But then it finished. We were still together, and then I had an incident, and with the producer, and how we talk. You were talking about. We'll talk about all that extra stuff later. But basically, wasted my money. It didn't get done, and I kept asking God, why? I've been working so hard on this. What's up? And then I found out he cheated, and that whole thing. So now we had the love EP, and I was like, how do I? Because I want to share that. I don't want it just because.
to go out.
Yeah,
Right.
just because
Share it.
we broke up.
Definitely
I still want
share it,
people
yeah.
to know I was happy at one point, the
Yeah.
happiest of my life. So I was
You
like, all
hear
right,
me.
I'm gonna have the love side that transitions to the hate side. So now.
We need that.
Yeah, so we're finishing up the
yin
hate
and yang,
side now,
right?
so just a few more tracks, and it's ready to go. So.
Because we'll be looking. We'll
Yes,
be looking
yes,
for you to find love again.
I know.
Okay, amen.
Yes, we want to
yeah.
see that journey.
Yeah.
Red Sun.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey girl, how you doing, girl?
Good.
So you're gonna let everybody know about who you are and what it is you do, beautiful.
Sure. My name is Red Sun. Red for short. I sing neo soul, jazz, gospel, inspirational, all that.
How did you start blending? What age were you when you started?
Singing?
Yeah.
Well, I was born into a musical family. So
Okay.
actually my parents met in a choir. So I am a hardcore choir baby. Always at rehearsal,
This
Yeah,
is in
so-
you. This is
Yeah.
what you were literally created to
yeah,
do.
I have pictures when I just can't wait till somebody's like, oh yeah, let's do a biopic. I have literal pictures of me standing next to a stereo, singing my heart out, just ready. So I've always been
gosh.
singing, and it's just something that's in me.
How did you start with the neo soul?
I had a deep infatuation with just being chill and being in the pocket. So I love R&B. I grew up with old school R&B. So my family parties and everything, literally just Al Green, the Isley Brothers, Zapp and Broad, literally just all these old things. So I'm a super old soul, and I love it. And then I found Erykah Badu, and I found Jill Scott, and I found NDRE, and I was like,
This is you.
they sound like me. What is this? I'm like, is it R&B? They're like, yeah, but it's just a little subgenre. And I was like, everything is so chill, but it gives you a little bit of any other genre that you can listen to, but it still has that little laid back vibe. Before lo-fi was a thing.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm gonna give you some energy. I'm gonna give you some light.
Right.
I love to rock out, and I'm gonna lie. I hear that build up, and I'm just I love it, but it goes right back into the pocket. I'm just.
What about your gospel side?
I grew up in church. There was there was a point in time where I was at one church, and I just felt that I was transitioning into somewhere else. I was being pulled somewhere else, and I just didn't know where. But my parents were in charge of the music ministry. So, as a kid growing up, when you go to church, I don't care what you do, but you better be in church on Sundays. And then because they were in charge of music, my dad was the minister of music. My mom was in charge of praise and worship. My dad was a choir director, so I was always in rehearsals. And he's not classically trained, so neither am I. I learned everything by ear and just listening to them. So I would literally be studying everything that they study.
Wow.
And we'd be in rehearsal, and he's like, "Ooh, I can't remember. Mari, what's this part?" And I'm like, "Okay, got it." And I got to a point where I was like, "I don't know what to do." And my mom said, "That's fine. You can do whatever you're gonna do. All I know is on Sunday, you better be at church.
That's what she do know.
In the choir room at 9:45 for prayer. You sing praise and worship. You sing in the choir. After that, whatever you decide you want to do, if you're gonna go to another church or if you're gonna watch online or whatever, then go ahead and do that. But I know while I'm here, that's what you're gonna do." And I said, "Yes, ma'am." So, you know, still singing in church. I currently attend Faithful Central. So I sing in our youth choir, Fresh Gin. Shout out to Fresh Gin. Woo-hoo. Yeah, with our great leader, Chris Cave. It's an amazing opportunity for young people to just get together and worship and, you know, be in a collective. So
How long have you been with Faithful Central now?
I have been there maybe 4 years now.
4 years. Wow, that's a long time. That's nice. Oh my God, how awesome is that? Thank you so much, Red Sun.
Of course.
Wow.
Lori, I know you have any questions for Red Sun now? Well, I know we're going to do some music. Once we get some music from Red Sun, we're going to get some music from Dollar Sign. And we've got a queen another in-house to come in tonight. I'm so sorry, beautiful.
I'm a Libra. I just want to say that. So I get to, and I tell everybody I'm like Finding Nemo, Dory from Finding Nemo. Like, that's the direction. It's not gonna work out.
Yeah, I'll say that. How are you tonight, Geisha?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Well, thank you so much. And this is my sister, Lori.
Nice to meet you. Yes, thank you for journeying here.
Yes, I know it
think
gets tough
Yeah,
sometimes.
I think it happens to all of us that the Uber driver takes us to the wrong address, the wrong.
It has like
Yeah,
50 different zip codes.
exactly.
I know, right? That's so stupid.
It is.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
So, Miss Geisha West, let everyone know about you, beautiful lady, and who you are and what it is you do.
I'm an artistpreneur, so I got into my artistry maybe like 2 years ago as far as the music side, so I'm still new to that, but I've always wanted to do entrepreneur type of ventures. Before that, I was into fitness. I still am. It's like my lifestyle. I can't not work out ever.
Right.
It just does more things for me mentally and things like that. Started off really bang, but you know.
It's okay.
Then it
It's
started,
LA, you better be.
and then it started to be like, you know, this really helps me in other ways. So I just like have to help women feel beautiful, and you know, I want to translate that into the music because I love doing that too. I recently found that out. So yeah, that is me.
That is awesome. I'm sorry we got that on the film. Lori G, did you have some questions right now? Because I know I talk so much. I'm sorry. I don't want to be rude
Oh, absolutely.
and monopolize.
No. So, Ms. Geisha, you said that you are I like that word, artistpreneur.
Yes.
All right.
Just made that up.
That's right. Woo, trademarking it.
Exactly. No, it's hard being a entrepreneur. I can only imagine it's doubly hard being an artistpreneur,
Yes.
right? What has been, and this is for all of you ladies, because all of you have that entrepreneurial spirit, right? Anytime you're an artist, you're a freelance individual, right? What has been one of the struggles that you've faced as an entrepreneur or an artistpreneur?
Picking one and going full down that lane.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of feel like if this is not working fast enough, okay, I need to be back over here, but I like doing this, but I want to do this, and everybody's like pulling you in different directions and telling you sometimes you should have a time frame for trying that, and then maybe you should try that at a different time. So that has been my biggest struggle, but I think I've, you know, sat with myself, I've meditated, prayed on it, and just found a way to kind of bring everything together at the same time.
Do you have like a mentoring voice or a single voice that you can turn to for advice or encouragement, or do you find that helpful in any way?
I just wake up and pray. Honestly, that's the way I've been getting through it. Like, and then just try to clear all distractions as much as I can, so that I can hear what's being, you know, really guided, or feel the voice of what I feel like I'm being told to do. So yeah.
Absolutely. Right. What about you, ladies? Any big challenges that you faced so far in your entrepreneurial journey?
Being being a woman, yes. No.
Right.
Being a woman,
Right.
yes, but being a human, yes. Like she said, you know, which one to pick. You know, you don't know which one to bounce from. Is that, you know, overthinking. Yeah, like the instinct comes with it too. You know what I'm saying? You got all these voices in your head. Yes, no, maybe tomorrow, maybe today. So you're like, which one?
I know. Am I talking to today?
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's the challenge.
That's the challenge.
But I feel like that's for everybody though.
Right.
But as women, you know.
Now, do you have a voice, a mentor, or someone that you bounce your ideas and decisions off of?
My whole life, or since I started my career?
I think since you started your career.
Oh, Travis. Yeah.
Do you find that helpful?
Very helpful. Yeah, he's always positive. Yeah, he's always bouncing ideas too, so it's cool. It's like his brain is working 24 hours. Even when I'm going to sleep, the brain's still working. Like he wake up like, you know what I was thinking? I'm like, okay, what was you thinking?
Exactly.
Exactly. I ask those questions. I'm curious about that. We talk a lot about mentoring here at the Poetry of Justice show and the value and the importance of it, and trying to get connected with a mentor. I think a lot of those conversations have been with our male panels up to this point. So I'm really interested from a female perspective, your views and ideas about mentoring and how it has impacted your creative journey, and if you would encourage other young artists to seek out a mentor.
Yeah, I mean, I can comment on that. I didn't grow up with, like, you know, close to my family. You know, it's mostly like my friends and stuff. But I can say, as far as since I've started music, when I was in Ohio and I was like 16, and you know, I wasn't an adult yet, and I was still, you know, in school and all that. I had a mentor whose studio, his name is Young X. He has a studio in Ohio. And I would not, like, Love Keys would not exist without him. Like, literally just having that, you know, and that was actually what I was going to comment on. My struggle has been finding someone to trust. Because I had that in Ohio, you know, someone who is a little bit older than me, maybe 10 years older than me, but doesn't look at me and, like, it's like, oh, okay, like, let me see what. Yeah, it's like, it's strictly like, I felt like family to them, you know, and having that, and then, my uncle has always been that for me. You know, he's family, but he's always been that for me, just that, you know, mentor. But I would definitely say, like, if you can, like, try to seek out one. Even, and I feel like we have mentors sometimes, and we don't even realize it, but that mentorship has changed my life. Like, I'm looking for that here as well, because I feel like it's kept me so grounded, it kept me focused, and it just helped me to realize that there are good people still out there that want to help and that want to see you, you know,
succeed. Right.
So important.
That's for real is out there still, right?
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What about you, Red? What's your ideas about mentoring?
Yeah, mentoring is very important. I feel like most people who get into any business, whether it's artistry or, you know, entrepreneurship or whatever the case may be, it's like you know so much, or you feel like you know so much, and it's like, okay, I'm doing it, and then when something doesn't go right, you're like, but I know this. And you have to come to the realization that you don't know everything, and there are people who have done things before you or who have gone a bit farther than you, and they can be able to guide you with the knowledge that they have. And I also think that mentorship, it's good if you have a couple.
True. A couple people to bounce it off.
Right, because you may run into one person who can be a mentor for some things, and then they're like, oh, you don't know about that part. What do I do now? You know, so it's all, I think it's all about balance. I have been able to essentially have a team, and I consider them all my mentors, and I appreciate them so much. My dad being one, he's like my manager, like my go-to guy. I'm like, hey, so what do you think about me doing this? He's like, I think it'd be nice for you. You could give me some exposure. You could do this. I'm like, okay, cool. And then one of his close friends, Sivan, he's put me in a couple rooms, and he's, you know, we've had talks, and I'm like, okay, I'm learning, I'm writing. Okay, I got it. And then as far as my artistry, because one of the main things that I find difficult as an artist is how to block out the noise and really decide if I want to do this. Because when you really want to do it and you do it for the love of it, everything else can be a distraction, and it could be, it can turn you away. It can turn you off to a lot of things. Because you're like, I just do it because I love it. And then it's like, okay, but if you do it because you love it, you might not get to do certain things, or you might not make money, or you might not do, and it's like, but if you really love it for the love of it, because you can't live without it, you got to make that decision. Like, are you willing to go through all of that in order to, you know, make something happen? And so with me finding that, I've had an amazing team. My best friend Judy, she's an amazing singer-songwriter, vocal producer. She's helped me find my voice a bit more. My brother Dejan, he's an amazing vocal producer and just an all-around just top tier, creme de la creme. And of course, my newest producer, Warfare, I met him doing like a brunch, and he plays drums, and he's just like, I like your voice. I think you sound dope on this track. And gave it to me. I'm like, sure. We started working on it. He's like, you right? And I'm like, not really. I'm nervous about it. And then he's like, no problem. We'll have a session. We started writing it out and got together with a couple people, and like, my confidence has been boosted. And he's like, listen, take your time. Be easy. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're going to get to those levels. You're going to, you know, so there's a mentorship in that. And of course, my newest vocal mentor is Amber Sawyer. She's amazing. I forget what season she was on, but she was on The Voice. And yeah, she's amazing. She just dropped a song today called All of My Help.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so go ahead and check that out. But those people and being in, you know, constant contact with them, it definitely is key. And I just appreciate them, and I'm so happy to have a team and to have mentors that I can look up to, and that they don't belittle me, and they don't make me feel small, because that's also a thing, because you can look up to somebody and be like, would you be my mentor? And they're like, yeah. And then they treat you like, oh yeah, it's the kid. Oh yeah, it's the kid.
Right.
We'll give them like a little something, and then you're like, okay, well, you just left me on here.
Right.
Like, what do I
What do I do now?
Right. But even when I feel like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, and I just kind of like want to shut down, they're always like reaching out at the perfect time, like, hey, let's try this. Hey, did you think about this? Hey, let's. So, yeah, it's amazing to have that.
That's true. I have another question that popped into my head. And I think this applies to the field of the arts, but really just being a woman in the world, right? Particularly with an entrepreneurial spirit, right? Aggression becomes a part of that. But for men, that's called tenacity, isn't it? That's called being dedicated. But oftentimes for women, it's called angry black woman syndrome, right?
Yeah.
So how do you guys...
You already know.
How do you feel about that? I mean, have you experienced being, you know, dismissed through angry black woman syndrome, and you're basically just trying to advocate for yourself?
I mean, I personally, like, I want to speak on me seeing it happen, because I'm reading my book. It's a book called Set Boundaries. It's a boundaries book by Nidra, and she speaks in there about a boundary that is a black woman that's in charge, but the masculine of the job, they're all like, oh, she's just being loud, she's being obnoxious, she's being, and in other words, just like, no, she's being a boss. That's what a boss does, you know. And I've experienced that a lot. Like, even Costco has a supervisor, and she's a black woman, so she's line up over here, lines are shorter over here, and you see people over there like rolling their eyes at her and stuff, and I'm just like, I mean, she's telling the truth. You got one eye sometimes you gotta go over there to some people, you know, and it being your job, you don't want to really go over there, but you know, I look at it and I'm just like, yeah, you should go over there, you know, but that's definitely a problem in the community, definitely in this generation too.
That's true. Did you have something you were going to say?
Yeah, I was hoping we were going to talk about this.
Yes. Go, sis.
Because it's like I've always been like a kind of a shy person. Like, I know it may not seem like it, but I've kind of been more of a shy person growing up, and I would kind of let things slide a lot, you know, just like, okay, but you know, especially when I moved out here, it's kind of like I'm on my own, so I kind of have to like speak up for myself. And I do remember a time where you know, I do great business with people. Like that's like the one thing I pride myself on, because it's like, you know, it goes a long way, especially here in LA. And we, you know, did the video, he had the contract, this is a turnaround time, everything's in writing, right? And I put my stuff in writing as well, just so we can reference back. So like, you know, the timeline has passed, and I'm just like, hey, like, what's going on? You know, just checking in, you know, you told me this time. And he's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get it to you. I just have some other clients. And I'm like, am I not a client? Did I not pay you the same rate? Like,
That part.
Right.
That part.
That's getting weird.
like,
Make you think.
did I pay a discount on this service?
Like,
Because last time I checked, I didn't. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right. So like, what's the, you know, he told me like this day. Day comes, nothing happens, so I hit him the next day. And it took for my male friend to call
To
him.
have to act a fool.
But he didn't even get to act a fool. He heard a man's voice say, hey,
And he didn't hold up a
I'm
good
calling
day.
on behalf of Love Keys, you know, blah, 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 blah. Oh, man, yeah. And got my video the same day.
Tell you, they think
See, that's
oh.
shit
So
I'm
it was
talking
already
about.
done. And that makes me mad.
Like,
That makes me
I've
good.
heard-
You know what I mean?
whatever it was,
What do you
like,
think,
jumped
Ashley?
on it, or you,
Literally the same. I want to say I've had the same experience.
Yeah.
Are you
Like,
serious?
Waited 6 to 8 months, and I feel like that's
Wow.
only in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
yeah.
But you can get away with that.
Yeah, I didn't have anybody to roll up for me, like, you know. You got him, but at the same time, like you said, you want to keep that professionalism. You
Yeah.
don't want to be seen as the one going off,
Yeah.
popping off, but
Right.
you just at the same time, you know, they wouldn't do this to a man.
Right, that's true. That's so true.
And it's within reason. It's not like you're texting them the next day, like, hey, is the video done? It's like, you
You're
put in the
going by the
contract
frame
that,
Right.
you gave me,
that
sir.
you gave. I didn't say this. You said it. It's in your contract. Because when it's you, they're like, oh, well, the contract says this. So it's like, now I'm calling you out on your contract, and you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like I said, he didn't get to pop off. He just calls like, hey, yeah, what's going on, man? I'm calling, and she didn't get her. He's like, oh yeah, man, like I got, and I'm like, and I didn't want him to do it. I was like, please don't say that. Like,
I know.
just want my video, and he's like, yeah, man, and he recorded it because he was like, I want you to know, like I didn't
Yeah.
fool on your behalf, but
Oh, wow.
it just, I hate that. Sometimes it takes that, you know. It's like for a man to say the same thing you already said.
Exactly.
And then they're like, oh, yeah, of course. Like,
Especially in 2022.
yeah.
What you gonna say, Rashid?
The man speaks.
Hold on. I actually have a friend who's a guy who's going through the exact same thing as y'all right now. With his,
God, wow.
yeah, his video, when he wants to have his video posted, but it's like but the person who actually made the video and is trying to edit it, he's taking a long time to actually edit his video.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I just say, like, I learned my lesson, keep everything in writing, which I did. So that's why, you know, I had these things to reference, and I'm like, I don't want to go there, but if we have to, we can get banks involved. And all that. I'll get my money back. So
It
it's
ain't
like,
nothing, yeah.
keep
Right.
it in writing.
Don't
every
make
time.
me get ugly.
Okay. Like, keep it in writing.
Don't make it.
Right?
Yeah, I just think that's just so very sad.
I
right?
know.
To live in
It's
this
almost like
day
you don't
and
even want to
age,
do
right?
anything sometimes. I know it like
Yeah.
scarred me on some projects. You just don't even want to deal with it. You're just like,
Yeah.
screw it, I don't even want to do it. You know what I mean? I hope this person's not going to
Or
be
I
some
give you a
weirdo.
deposit. What's your blood type? Can you please?
I know. Has it deterred you?
Little insight.
No, it just makes me want to kind of go to meet the person beforehand, lunch, just see how they think and be around them, or see, because some of them move off of numbers as well. So if you have someone with a bigger platform, they'll get their work done faster. You know what I
Nice.
mean? So you have to watch what kind of person it is that does the work, I'd say, and then go from there. So that's what I've learned, just to kind of get to know the person a little bit. Yeah.
And then with that, Geisha, do you more like kind of go with your instincts? Do you kind of go more with referral? How do you usually make your determination to move forward?
Well, I don't have too many friends in the business as of yet, so it's not really referral based. I would say instinct. Yeah.
Yes, you were wondering. We were talking about that earlier, so that's why I was mentioning. Just wanted to know about that.
How
Yeah.
do you? So you brought up Jackie. Like, do you get discouraged? You asked Geisha that. What do you? this can be a hard journey, right? So what do you do to stay inspired, to stay encouraged?
Yeah.
I am a stalker on anyone who is somewhere where I want to be.
Okay,
So
okay.
I will wake up to their interviews. I will go to sleep to it. Like, I'll just know things about them if I ever meet them that they're like,
Right. Right.
someone keep her 6 feet away from me. Yeah, that's what I do. I just know that if someone did it, then it's still possible.
Yes, you can do it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you kind of manifest it for yourself. Yeah. You know what I mean? Anything's possible.
Yes,
Yeah.
anything's possible. Absolutely.
I know.
So the next thing that I want to move on to, which we've all kind of hinted at it a little bit, right, is your thoughts as women about the Me Too movement, right? Particularly in the arts.
I know, right?
Being an artist. Have you experienced any?
The Me Too movement.
Yeah, that's the whole sexual harassment.
Oh.
The whole sexual harassment in the arts, the Harvey Weinstein situation where, you know, you guys remember the old casting couch, right? Mm-hmm. Right? I'm sure there was a recording booth couch too, right? All kind of couches.
R. Kelly's situation too.
Oh, or the
R.
R.
Kelly.
Kelly situation. Yeah, your thoughts about that? That's a question. How many of you still listen to R. Kelly? We had this big
I
debate.
ain't gonna lie. I listened to the music before he was accused. After he, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, it's like, damn, you know? Cause you don't, it's just like, damn, cause you don't know.
I know.
You don't know
Like,
My niece
do I listen to the
I was
voice?
ready.
I want to listen to it so bad.
I know my niece is adamant we cannot listen to it with her.
Oh.
She's like,
That's a new generation,
yeah,
right?
she's that adamant.
Yeah.
She's like, no.
She's just like, you just can't.
You can't.
You just can't.
I mean, it's enough evidence, right?
Yeah, he was sentenced, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did
I'm
he
like,
get?
did anything happen to the parents that were like, yeah,
because-
baby, you
because-
go ahead.
That's what. That's
Give it up.
What
Give
I
it to
wanna
me.
Yeah,
know.
that's
Right.
what me.
That's what I want to know.
Like,
Tell me, Red Son, talk to me about that.
I just. Go ahead.
Like Palestine was saying, I think some of the people who were holding them to that standard were just the audience, though. Like fans, people like that were saying they were holding the parents up to the fire as far as like, where were you at when they signed over these? You know?
Right there.
Yeah. See,
That was
I
right
don't
there.
see it anywhere.
oh my
Said he got 96
96
months.
Oh,
How long is that? That's not
How
that
long
long.
is it?
The associate. That's the associate.
That's like 8 years.
Oh, that's,
I'm like,
that's an
96.
associate. I'm like, that's not much.
That's 5 years.
Whew, that's enough for me.
And it just sound like a lot. 96. Like, oh,
Yeah, you
know.
got 96. Ooh, wee.
Because you divide 12 into 96, right?
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah, that's 5 years. That's 5.5 years.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about that.
That's when people get on good behavior.
Right.
Right.
5 years.
It makes you want
It's
to
the Kells or the homies for the Kells?
Well, I don't know. It says
It says
Kelly
R.
was
Kelly.
sentenced to 96
R.
months
Kelly
in prison.
associate.
for intimidation of his name.
Right, but look after it.
So that's one witness.
Oh.
Because I thought he got off.
For intimidating the victim, guys.
Oh, that's something.
Now we need to figure out
I
what
know
Kells
it
is.
is.
That's we gotta find out.
You're right, Red Son.
Wow.
Lockaway is previously charged with arson. And associate.
An associate got
Read it, Lori.
96 months. Okay.
No. What Kells get?
I don't know what Kel's got.
This is Rolling Stone right here.
Let's write down.
What-
Right, they know what's going on.
Found guilty on racketeering. Maybe he hasn't been
There you
sentenced
go.
yet.
You
No,
never
he's in
they
jail.
No, he's in
And
jail.
Seth,
don't play about that racketeering though.
and that's state to state.
He
They're not
has
playing.
found guilty of all
25
charges.
years.
25
The more than
years
25
of
years. What?
accusation.
Kelly faces
God,
he faces a possible
Lord, read it for
sentence
us.
of 10 years to life. I don't know if he's been sentenced.
Hold on, go back. Wait, he has?
He has?
This is in New York. It's scheduled for May 4th. When was this written?
Yeah,
I
what's
don't know.
the date on
Look at me,
this?
I'm like,
It's a wrap.
I was in
September
September.
oh, so this year.
Oh, it's coming up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ow.
Well, we'll find
Yeah,
out.
so we will find out in about.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
February, March, April, May. So in 4 months.
In 4 months.
In 4 months.
Yeah, he hasn't
we
been
will
sentenced.
know his
We
fate.
will know.
Wow.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't know,
Man.
ladies. So have you kind
To
of
be continued.
Yeah.
Right.
I know you faced a situation of harassment with your poetry and music. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did. So I don't know, ladies, if you've had any of those types of
And he's
scenarios
like,
with your
the same
music.
thing. You never get your
You
music.
never get your music.
You never get your. I never got like the rest of my music. I just barely escaped with my life. So it's sort of like, I'm cool. You just keep that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it sucks because I have like a lot of work over there that's just never got produced. You know.
I've experienced
It's rough
that.
out there. What about you guys? You talk to me.
But it wouldn't say like all the way to that level thing where I had to like defend myself or anything like that, but just a situation where if you don't want to date them, you don't want to talk to them in that way.
Yeah.
There's no longer any business going on. And it's like, I'm a really
Check this.
dedicated artist and all of this, like, you know, I could be a really dope person, but that doesn't matter if you have a park down there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched this one show with powerful women in the arts, and they say first they want to see, and this is just, I'm paraphrasing. I'm just not saying that this is it for the jump men in the room, but they said that first they want to see if they can fuck you,
Yes, ma'am.
and then if they can't fuck you, then they want to fuck you over, and then if they can't fuck you over, then they want to get fucking rid of you.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm just saying.
Yes, ma'am.
No, that's it. If they can't smash, or they mad because they can't. At the end of the day, they want to see if he can smash. And then if he can't smash, now he mad because he can't smash, because he mad because he can't smash because you didn't give him the pussy. Now you want to get rid of your ass. Now I'm just saying. That's what they say.
That's definitely.
And I know I walked away. I didn't get my shit after I had to like walk out of there, like grabbing me, like my bra ripped off because this fool is attacking me in the damn booth.
I'm sorry.
Isn't that ridiculous?
I'm so sorry.
It's ridiculous. I was too. I want to kill. I still want to do something to him, but I just feel like, Shabalata.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
No, I don't know. That's just what they say. That's word on the street, but I don't know.
Well, that's a question. That's a question for the panel because I think we see this historically, even currently. Do you mix relationships with business? Right. What are your thoughts about that?
They do tell you not to.
Yeah.
But you see, you see people like how G said. You know what I'm saying? I look to certain people that's doing things that you want to do or is going places that you want to go to. And right now, honestly, it's like Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats or Beyonce and Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody that knew how to break that. You know what I'm saying? That cycle that everybody was, you can't mix business with love and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, well, if you know how to handle yourself, you know how to recognize your problems and handle your emotions and really focus on yourself and really focus on growth, self-growth. And he's focusing on self-growth and stuff like that. It's kind of like, we can really work. You know what I'm saying? And then all the hardships that other people can't get past, you will be able to get past. You know, not everybody moves like that, but I feel like that's something that's biased. It's possible.
It's like if you know how to work, then you know how to work, and then when it's time to not work, then it's time to not work.
Right.
Yeah.
But what do you do when it goes to the left, like I can see?
Girl.
I can't relate. I can't relate. I don't know.
You don't know what happens when it goes to the left, huh?
No.
I think that just becomes like a personal thing.
Send
of like,
everything
okay,
in
what
my
do you do now?
email, MLA format, please.
Format in the email.
Get the right format, please. I don't know.
For real.
Not the
Send
same,
it
but
in my
email.
email. Just make sure I have that work if we work together.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a lot to consider. Right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
It
It's
is.
a lot. Yeah.
It's a lot to consider. If you know, like I said, like Ike and Tina Turner, you know, but she did take him to court and she sued to keep her name.
Yeah.
Because he wanted his name back,
Right,
but
right.
that was her.
So crazy.
Yeah.
You know, that was her identity. That was her thing, right?
That's
Yeah, so it can be like,
You done just beat me down to the ground, and now you just keep beating me down.
Keep me beat me down. Yeah, kind of your theory when I no longer.
What do you want?
Like, what do you want from me? Like, you took it all. I got nothing
He said no.
They don't stop sometimes.
Exactly. So then, thinking about that, right? it's hard to be really driven and committed to your work as an artist, right? How do you find time for a relationship?
Ooh.
How do you balance that?
That
right?
person kind of has to be in that same creative
Both.
field, bubble, something too.
You think so?
Yeah, I kind of do, because, well, at least I feel like that makes it easier. If they're creative, like, in general, they're going to be on their own schedule, too. And, well, I'm not putting, like, schedules or what kind of work they do, but I'm just saying, like, as far as the type of people that usually connect, and then make it easier for both people to stay inspired.
Yeah.
Because you guys, if you're creatives, then you're bouncing ideas off of each other during the day, and, you know, it's just like a different type of mindset that you guys both have, like, creatively.
Now, do you think you need to
kinda
be
at work.
creative in music, or could I be like an engineer, or
Creative.
I mean, it
just
can,
creative in
still work,
general?
Creative.
But
Yeah.
I can't lie, that would be kind of different, like building that relationship, because I feel like engineers just like
Feels
we
like
have
a
nothing
lot.
work-wise in common to talk about. Like,
But sometimes that's needed.
you're right, like a break.
Sometimes that's needed, because if I'm a singer and I date a singer, when I come home, I don't want to talk about singing.
Facts.
Like, I don't
about
want
singing,
you to
Red.
tell me about what key your song is in
Right.
and why you can't reach it. Because I had the same issue today.
We need a break.
I can't do that.
I feel
Now,
that.
if you're in the same, like if we're both in music, but I'm a singer and
You're a drummer.
you play keys, or you're a drummer,
Right.
or whatever the case, we still got something to talk about.
Something
we
fresh.
got a little bit of something to talk about. But yeah, I don't.
No.
Thank you. It's a no for me.
What
though.
about you,
You
Love?
like a no?
It's a no for me. Though.
Oh my gosh.
I'm obviously unbiased. You know, we all think based off experiences. I'm gonna say that I don't think it works to be, or I'm gonna say for me, it didn't work for me to be in love and to be trying to pursue something that I love even more. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you only have so much to give in 24 hours, and I feel like for example, I'm single now, and like I have creative control over everything, and it's like I got 24 hours to do what I gotta do. But if I'm with you, I gotta make sure you know what I'm saying. I gotta give you some time, and I gotta, you know what I'm saying. And I'm just saying that from personal experience, because I found myself like, love is a beautiful thing, but my focus, looking back, I couldn't give that time to my music the same way that I give to it now. But like, you know, maybe if the guy was creative or something, that could be different, because he wasn't in the creative field. But but I just think as humans, we only have so much to give. So it's just like, you know, you're trying to balance this, and you're trying to balance, you know, the 9 to 5, and then you're trying to balance the relationship. And what if you got kids? Now you got to balance the kids too. And yes, I don't know. I don't think it
So you think in the beginning of your relationship it's better to be single? Or the beginning of your career, it's better to be single?
I personally think so. I think my drive and focus is so much clearer now that I don't have, you know, I'm not like boy crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because like love will make you, you know what I'm saying? You're just like, oh, I love him. And I just, oh my God. And, you know, you just, oh, I love him. Like, you know, and I don't know. My focus from last year to now is just completely different. Like,
I think it's last year again.
yeah.
What's your sign?
Zodiac.
Libra.
Oh, see?
They always come up so.
I'm over here
All my
acting,
favorite people
and
are
I be head in the clouds in love too. Now,
Girl,
everybody-
you know how we
I'm
be.
about,
You know
so
how
don't
we
even
be.
listen, 'cause
You
I don't
know
even
how
what
we
I'm talking
be.
about.
We just see them. We be like,
I know.
So then what are you?
I'm a Scorpio.
I'm an Aries.
Libras and Aries are always like, you know how you pour the glitter out and you just
I
watch
need
it
your
as it
number.
flows? That's
That's
how
what's up.
Libras and Aries are.
Scorpios
No.
have the
No.
So
best
nice.
revenge
Libras
plots
let it
in life.
flow.
Uh-oh.
That you will
I got
ever,
you.
and they just do it naturally. Like
Oh,
Scorpios, y'all revenge plots is just built in. Like it's just.
yeah,
on a
I don't know.
whole
I
other
can't even
level.
tell you. Because you know how Kanye released Drake's address and he was in the drop top with his hair blown. Smiling. That's something I would do too. You at my house? Okay, well, I'm in the drop top. Yeah, it's never planned. But I don't look at that as like a thing because you could do it, you could do
No,
it, you
it's
could
not
do
the
it.
same.
But then it's not gonna be.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
how I
gonna.
feel, yeah.
Like, it's not gonna pop
Right.
No.
the way it would if one
Really?
of us
Yeah.
did it. Yeah.
That's
It's
so
like
crazy.
me trying to do my wig and then arrogant Tay trying to do my wig.
Right. I feel you.
Wow, too much sometimes.
Little too much. Just Barbie way up here, but I mean,
Oh my God.
they're really nice people. They're cool people, though.
She said too much. sometimes.
Barbie way up here.
She said, I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna be honest. How did the girls say?
Right. But Aries, people really don't speak on Aries. That's what makes me seem like, okay, y'all must be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all must be
So
cool.
when
Laid
y'all
back.
are
favorite
done
people
with
are Aries.
somebody,
Oh, we done, baby. We done. That's it. Who are you?
Right.
But I understand there's a lot of balance with Libras. Do you find that to be the case?
no, we're always off balance. So we're always
here's the
trying
thing.
to find
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
you-
it's always like
If you find
extremely
Yeah.
one or the other, and we're always just trying
But
to
you're
do this.
non-stop though. Y'all be like on go every time. Maybe I can
Yes.
make trash bags. Maybe I can make a microphone. Maybe I can, like they're like this. And I'm just like, okay, do
we're
your
not
thing.
quiet. We're not quiet. We're just trying to take over the world in our head.
Yeah.
99% of the day.
What's funny is, if you find a Libra, you will most likely find a Leo or an Aries right next to them.
Ah,
That's
Leo.
true. Definitely an Aries next
I
to
just
me.
wanna-
I love my Aries. But
I just want
Because of that fire sign, you think?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my
They're trying to find balance, and we're just like, so you gonna do it? Pick one.
what are you?
Rising?
Pick one.
We don't got all day.
And they're all like,
Yeah.
and we're like, all right, so this is gonna happen.
Right, you got to put it out. This is
And
what
vice
you're going to
versa.
do.
So then when we feel so like, oh, I don't know, the Libras are like, come on,
Guys, do
you're
it.
always doing this. And we're like, you know what, you're right.
Yeah. Funny you say that because my mom's a Libra, but I'm a Leo.
See?
nice.
That's cute.
Yeah.
And y'all balance each other out, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
My
But,
mother is a
That's me and my
Gemini.
brother.
Pray for
yeah,
me.
but at
I know,
times,
that part right
we
there, my
sometimes
Gemini.
think way too alike. Like,
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. You, I think it's what is it called, like sister flames or something like that. Aries and Libra. I promise you, I cannot get rid of Libras.
Because I can't get rid of Aries, and
I
it's
can't.
scary.
Aw.
No. I have so many friends who are Libras that I did not notice that they were Libras until they met each other, and then I said, "Oh wait a minute, y'all coming up against me? No. What we not gonna do is have me out here by myself." And they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm a Libra," and then like all their birthdays are so.
That's why I'm a Sagittarius.
It's lovingly annoying.
Can you say that
All
again?
all my close friends are Sagittarius.
Exactly. Don't you just love a Sagittarius?
They're so laid back,
Something
end of the
like-
year.
Yeah.
They're just ready for the new year.
That would be
They
me.
go in the conversation. They ready to go there.
I'm always ready to go. See, that's what we hear tonight. Sagittarius in the house.
Speaking of which, you know, Tauruses, we're always throwing, you know,
Yeah.
we're throwing stuff out there, right?
Yeah.
So here we go. I'm gonna throw something out there.
Okay.
I'm so excited because we have a panel of all ladies, and a lot of my questions have been with the fellas, right?
Yeah.
So we just talked about relationships, right? I think we had a bit of a mixed bag. Half of you were saying, you know, it's really hard to really get into the start of your career and have a relationship, right? Or maybe it's hard to find that work-life balance. So there's this whole concept and idea of polyamorous relationships and this whole thing of sister wives. So what are your thoughts about in your career, maybe having a sister wife that can help balance that relationship out and make it sustainable? You met your boo. I mean, spiritually, you guys are connecting, but you really love, you know. You know, you really need to dig into your work. So you kind of, you know, Love Keys, you said, you know, you need somebody to give him some time or her some time. And so what do you guys think about?
That the trust has to be on 1,000.
1,000. Okay, explain to me, dollar sign, about the trust.
It has to be on 1,000 because I used to go around and I used to be like, no, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to share my man, or I don't want this woman to do this or that and the third. The woman has to like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though, you know, the intentions of women sometimes, how we may like the husband more than the wife. But it's more so like, what are the intentions? You know what I'm saying? Like G said, you know, sometimes you want to go out to lunch with people sometimes. You want to get to know them, you know what I'm saying? And really see how they speak. But honestly, I've experienced, you know, a three-way situation. And it's just... It's something to really grow into. And a lot of people are like, no, I don't want to share my man. But honestly, it's like if you love each other, you want to please each other. You know what I'm saying? And you trust each other, you want to please each other. But it's just that trust has to be strong.
Yeah.
It has to be strong. Because if it ain't strong, it ain't gonna work.
It is not gonna
It ain't gonna work. Yeah. And assumptions will fly. Hatred will fly. Jealousy will fly.
So it'll do the opposite of what you want it to do in some cases, right?
Yeah.
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 Any other ladies? Any
It
other
could be
thoughts?
messy.
I think
Sometimes
it'd
I
be
go
wild.
there, but-
Emotions.
Yeah, it could be a little.
But you're not looking, are you really looking at the functionality of the relationship, right? Everyone has a role in this sister wives situation. Your role is to be the artist. You know, his role is to be whatever that role is going to be. And her role is to fill in when you are solely focused on your artistry.
Right.
So it's a system, and everyone has a position, and they play it. Now, you got to remember, I'm devil's advocate. I'm not saying you should agree with this. I'm just putting things on the table to get you to think about it. What about that? The practicality of relationships.
We could be practical another way.
She said,
Geisha, you're not with it. You're not with it?
Oh, and it's more like, wow, you're so strong to be able to do that and confident,
Right.
like, because I would still be working my way to that point, but it's just, I think, like you said, and then that's probably a journey, right? You probably have to realize, okay, am I being selfish with this person, or am I just against the idea? And honestly, for me, I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I just think the idea just might not be for me. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red, what you
I don't
think?
know.
What are your thoughts about it?
I love what she said.
I love y'all, but no.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hell to the nizzo.
I think it has such a stigma because people don't understand the functionality of it. They just think I'm sharing.
Right.
And I think that's what really gets to people. And then most times when people get into relationships, they are still selfish about themselves. So they're not willing to completely share themselves with their partner. So then some things fall by the wayside because
Well, that's right.
they're like, this is me, this is my stuff, this is
Yes, ma'am.
hoarding all of that instead of sharing it with the person who you chose to share your time and your life with.
Did you hear that, Lori?
I did.
I mean, because that's what a relationship is. You are choosing each other and you're making that conscious effort to every day wake up and say, I choose to be with this person. I choose to share my life, my space, my energy. I choose to do that. So I feel like if you're doing it with the right intentions and you're looking at the functionality, it could work. But also, if you're willing to share yourself like you're supposed to, you don't necessarily have to. Because
you don't.
also in a relationship, whether you're doing artistry or just the average person, when you get into a relationship, you make time for what you want to make time for.
That's so true. You do.
So yes, I want to go ham and I want to be the best artist that I can be and I want to put myself out there and I want to do all of this. But at the same time, if I'm in a relationship, I want to do those same things in the relationship. I want to be the best me for myself so that I can be the best me for my partner.
Yes, ma'am.
So when it's time to work, they got to understand
Yeah.
and they have to be in the same mindset. Okay, she's working, so I'm going to let her work.
Right.
Okay. When it's me time, it's me time. But also as the person, you have to say like, okay, yes, I'm focused on this work, but I cannot neglect
Right.
what I have already established or what I am trying to establish in this relationship. Everything is just about balance.
Yes, ma'am.
That's very true.
I know, right? Sometimes it's hard to keep that balance, though.
Oh, absolutely. But you gotta be like, you gotta be really honest with yourself.
That's so true.
Because I've dated musicians, and it's like, for me, when I'm singing, I'm so focused. I am singing, I'm singing. When I'm not singing, it could be that they're super busy with what they're doing.
And how do you
And
do? That's the part where it
I
gets
gotta do
wild,
it.
though, Red Sun. How do you work
Okay.
through that? Help me, cause put a sister
I'm an
on.
Aries, and a lot of people think that Aries is always like super selfish and everything. I'm simple, okay? Let me tell you something. This how simple I am. When I'm working, I'm working. I also love to support. I love to support my friends, and if you my mans, of course, when you're up there. So I love to support, but like, when you're like working, and I really like want some time, but I know you don't have time to give me time right now because you focus and you gotta do what you gonna do. Number one, I ain't never gonna stop a bag.
Okay. Say it again.
That's number one.
Getting the coins.
Red Sun will never stop you from getting your bag. Period. So if you gotta do what you gotta do, listen, I'm be like, hey, I know you working. I just want to be in your space.
Yeah.
Listen, you can do all the work you doing. If I'm in the corner, just like
You good. Is that good enough for you, Love Keys?
I mean,
I
all the
don't
time.
know.
Disclaimer, that's not all the time. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, yo, come see me.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Okay? Hey, yo. I'm right here.
I felt that.
But you know, like when they super duper focus, I'm like, I can't interrupt you because then I feel like I'm doing something wrong and it's not. I'm not caring about you the way that I should care about you because I know that that's your thing. Right. So I'm gonna let you do your thing. But if it get a little too belabored,
It's like, hey yo, it's 8 o'clock.
Right.
The candle is burning. What we doing?
But that's where the sister wife
but
comes into play.
I'm so, and I'm never like super like, oh, we gotta do that. I'm always like, hey, so remember you had said that at 9 o'clock you was gonna take a break. You was gonna talk to
That's me. That's me.
I just want to talk. It can only be. If it only 10 minutes, that's fine. I just want you to talk to me. Okay.
Yeah.
My 10 minutes up? Okay, go ahead. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go find something to do. So yeah, I think that's just
Right.
balance.
Balance.
Everybody has to be willing to balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
right.
the main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I need you to take a moment and really look inside yourselves, right? And do you think the societal norms in which you have been raised or socialized, I guess is a better word, color how you feel about a sister wife?
A sister wife.
Because, here in America, the norms are typically just a nuclear family, right?
Yeah.
There's a 2 people, and that's it. But when we look beyond our culture and other cultures, it's very widely embraced, and it is a societal norm.
Yeah.
So do you think your socialization in America has somewhat colored your ideas about this practice?
I think it has played a lot on us. As growing up, our minds are more vulnerable than they are now. So I feel like that's why it's like a repeating stage with the generations, because you have to continuously do better than the past. Because I think society still to this day tries to separate a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And it's the black man with this woman and this woman with this man. If she's with him, they're doing this, or if they're with him. And a lot of people don't realize, like, love is love. It comes in all forms. You know what I'm saying?
So true.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that, but
That's true.
society, they ready to kill us.
That is.
Yeah.
It does.
I feel like now that I'm older, and especially being in LA, because like I deleted all the apps because I can't do it no more. But like dating apps, like listen, hear me out. And I know y'all seen this, right? So on dating apps, they have in their bio it says ethically non-monogamous, and I was like, what?
What does that mean?
Okay,
So basically, like it's kind of this like open.
Google that.
It's basically
Ethically non-monogamous?
Yeah, because you know how we're talking about how like here it's like
My man's on it.
man and wife.
Right.
No, it's not.
My man's is on it.
Yes.
Of taking part in romantic or not.
So I got a man.
Read it to us, Lori.
Okay, ethically non-monogamy is the practice of taking part in romantic relationships that are not completely exclusive between 2 people It may involve only sexual connections with others, only romantic connections, or both romantic and sexual connections.
That's basically saying,
But-
I'm not faithful, but
But like, as much as I was like judgy about it, like,
I'm not dating it.
So dating.
Right.
I mean, find me in a bar.
Not
That's
exclusively
good.
dating.
Right.
but I feel like
with that.
she's
She's being honest, though.
Listen.
I be like my little grandson. I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
You gonna take it?
No, I'm not with it. No.
Keep going.
oh, she's no, y'all. Like, no. Disclosure, I'm not saying that I'm ethically non-monogamous. That's not what I was saying. But I'm saying, like, just being out here, and it kind of opened my mind to that, like, it's not always just about being with this one person. And if we're being, like, honest with ourselves, like, I mean, I'm young, so I don't know what it's like to be with one person for your whole life. But, like, infidelity is, like... Infidelity is a
After
big
the show,
problem.
I could talk to you about it.
But I mean, I don't know. Like, infidelity is a big issue, you know, that people deal with, and I feel like there is a word for, you know,
There's
what I'm
a
saying?
word.
It's like if that's the agreement that you have,
There you
and that's
go.
you know what I'm
See?
saying? So it's just like I
As
feel
long
like,
as we're honest at the
very-
onset,
yes,
right?
exactly.
Right,
Because
right.
like even now, like at first I used to be like, hold on, you got a wife and you want, she don't care. I can't do that.
And
Feel
you're
right.
still surprised. You like,
I'm like, is she cool with that? And,
okay.
and is she do?
Right.
Okay, but you know, it's kind of when you think about it, it's really not the craziest thing. It's
No, it's like our entanglements show.
Yeah.
yeah.
We have a word here called relationship assistant.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have had mixed feelings.
Way to put that.
I am a relationship assistant.
You have problems at home.
Wait.
Call a relationship.
Right.
It's a relationship assistant, aka a side piece, aka the Sancho.
Okay.
I prefer relationship assistant. You
sounds
can put it on a
really good.
resume. It sounds really great.
Sounds
right?
much better.
It does.
Right.
You know, I mean, we're human.
What do you think about it, Geisha? A
We got
relationship
feelings, and you know,
So
sometimes
relationship assistant.
Like I have
Uh-oh,
references
yeah.
if you need
I just
some.
feel like it's a position that you should. It should be highly paid if you're
okay.
going
Amen.
I mean,
Amen.
if we're putting out a resume,
Right.
I don't want to take, but it should be salary only, like no hourly.
You can put that way, yeah. You can put that way, yeah.
Definitely. I'm just saying, I can't forget.
I mean, they pay
I'm a
women,
relationship
so.
Look at all of you expanding your mind. Look at that, right?
funny
Relationship assistant.
Did you like
that?
I also have 3 referrals.
There you
You know what I'm saying?
Red got referrals. I have 3 referrals.
Oh, no, not me.
My last job worked out very well. It did.
Very
They're
lucrative.
so happy, you know. Just very lucrative, yes.
So now my job is done and I'm out there.
Yeah, okay.
Looking for the next.
Okay, you know, y'all happy, y'all good. Okay.
All right, you guys. Love Rock has got a question for us. Come on up
Oh,
Hey ladies, how y'all doing?
okay. All right.
So I want to ask like 2 questions. Keep your answers short. It's cool because we want to get into y'all music as well.
Okay.
One question that I love to ask the panel is, what would you tell your younger self? You know, if you had something to tell your younger self, and what advice would you give other young girls who are trying to do what you're doing?
I would tell my younger self that it's okay to completely be me. So, not looking to, being a creative is hard, working jobs and things like that, and people don't understand why you don't want to stay in that environment and why that's like not normal for you. And I would tell myself, like, don't trip, like, you're not lazy, you're just a creative. It's a word for it, okay? I would say that to her. And then what was the other one? There was one other
What would
thing.
you say
Oh,
to
to
young
other
girls?
young girls. I would say find a system if you have any type of, like, anxiety or anything like that. Find a system that gets you through the day and makes you productive. And to journal out and, like, plan your calendar and stuff like that more to... Yeah, basically get the things you want done.
Oh, it's me next?
Yes.
You said younger self and younger women? Oh, well, my younger self, I would tell my younger self, calm down. Don't always be quick to speak. I know, I'll be excited to speak, but so you learn a lot listening.
True.
You learn a lot listening. Other women, per se, seeing my experience with how other women work is, you don't always have to, I know it's the easier route, but you don't always have to sell your body. That's the route I kind of took at first. F whoever don't get you in your route. Like, forget whoever don't. You know what I'm saying? Because you can end up being the most amazing writer in the world, or you can be the most amazing director in the world. You know what I'm saying? Or the best singer in the world. You know what I'm saying? There's people not like that, but there's people that's better than Beyonce, or there's people that's at the same level as Beyonce. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just patience. Be a learner. Don't always be a speaker. Be a learner and a listener. I feel like that's so important.
It is.
Yeah, a lot of people, they assume and their opinions be so biased, and you're just like,
I know.
I can't teach you nothing because you're so firm on
I
it.
know.
So be a learner. That is so important.
It
Important,
is.
yeah.
It is. Open.
Yes.
I would tell my younger self to trust myself and to not let others' opinions shape me or have such a huge impact on how I feel about my gift. For younger ladies, trust yourself, be honest with yourself, and always stay coachable and teachable. That will get you very far.
I like that.
And stay soft. You ain't gonna be hard on yourself.
Right.
Yeah. I need that advice for myself. Lord, give me.
Okay, I'm just I don't know, because I've been thinking about that long and hard, but I would definitely tell my younger self that you're enough. You don't have to search. No man has what you're looking for.
Yes, ma'am.
You already have it. You just have to realize it and just learn to embrace it. And I would tell younger girls, because I was a young girl. My hair's always been colorful since I was 14, I think. And at one point, I stopped dyeing my hair because I felt like I couldn't be myself. And, fast forward, I'm 25 and I graduated from college. I dropped out at first, but I graduated with a degree in music. And I'm on these stages in these recital halls with bright red hair as a dark-skinned woman. So young ladies, be you. Because somebody's going to open that door for you. You don't have to change and be this and be that. Somebody's going to see you and be like, I like her. Like, yeah, you can be you. You can be colorful hair, you can be loud, you can be whatever it is that you are, and somebody will open that door for you.
I like that. That's great. I like that. I like that. And let your light shine, and it'll happen for you. Great.
Absolutely.
Great advice, ladies.
I love
So we're
it.
gonna jump into some of your music. Red, can we find some of your music up here?
You probably can.
Yeah.
I think on YouTube, all of my Christmas stuff is on there. What's my favorite song? Ho, ho, ho. Seven Red Sun, Merry Christmas Baby.
All right.
It's off of my,
Red Sun?
yes, Red, R-E-D.
Well, we gonna go back to that.
All right.
I'll do the same thing.
Yeah, it's off of my Christmas EP that I did in 2018.
Okay.
And
I'm excited.
love that song. Oh, try Red Sun, one word. Amen. There you go. Don't do that.
Look all nice.
Don't do that. That's a wig that I made myself. Just
Period.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite song up there.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, baby.
I love Christmas. It's my favorite holiday.
Girl.
I know. It's wonderful.
Christmas music, I feel like you can't
See,
really miss.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my God, I'm doing
It's muted.
No, it's not.
it. It is. baby. You sure do treat me right. Bought me a diamond ring for Christmas. I feel like I'm in paradise. I feel mighty fine. I got music on my radio. Said I feel mighty fine. I got good music on my radio. I feel like I wanna kiss you underneath that mistletoe. Santa came down the chimney. When did he come? About 3:30. Left all these good old presents for my baby and me. Merry Christmas, baby. You sure do treat me right. Treat me right. Bought me all these presents. I think I'll love you for the rest of my life. Merry Christmas, baby. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, baby. I love you, my dear. Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, baby. I love you, my dear. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Yes. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry
Right, that was beautiful. I love that. You do have that neo soul. Yeah. Now, if we wanted to find more of this, Red Sun, how do we get your music?
I am on all music streaming. I have that EP, and then I did a Christmas song last year called "Christmas Without You" with my brother, the amazing artist Dijon the Artist. So that's on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Google Play, Amazon, all that. And then I'm currently working on a new single that'll be out next month.
Woo!
Okay.
Shout out to my producer Warfare. And then working on some other stuff so I can get you some more music.
Awesome.
All right. Awesome.
Congratulations. That is so exciting.
It is. As dollar sign, do you have something you want us to play?
Oh, yes.
Yes, of course.
It's S dollar sign, and you can play Ride. No, SDOLLA.
A dollar.
Yeah. Spell out the Zwalla. SIGN. Cause they like to hate on me a little bit, so you gotta like it's all one
word, right?
Yes, sir.
I got
Miss Jackie, no
You two be trying to play.
They do, yeah. You see that J Dollar Sign? They try and play me with him all the time, all the time.
Like John Too.
Yeah,
She look like John Too.
you can play Ride. Avenue's got the F word in it, so you can play Ride. Oh, it's right there.
No.
Oh, I'm like, what you typing?
I'm doing simulcasting over here.
Oh, okay.
come
Right.
on.
Doing his thing. Doing his thing.
But come on, picture.
I know.
Right.
All right.
Well, you can choose the cover. Like, don't play me in the
It's
cover.
giving. Come over here. What are you doing?
This was my first video, by the way, I ever filmed ever.
Oh, wow.
Okay, right?
2,
Yeah.
1.
Woo! Dollar sign.
It's 12 o'clock midnight. The mood is set just right. Let's take a drive down my Harlem Drive. This love we share is so pure. Everything comes so natural. The feeling is so sensational. Let's run off into the night. Follow the stars and get so high. Tomorrow's not promised, so let's take advantage and acknowledge the fact that you were made for me. Are you gon' ride? Be my ride or die. Baby, can you ride with me all night? Let's make this time a memorable time. Just you and I, let's take this ride. I wanna be with you. Life is not optional, so we gotta make up our minds. Fuck what people gotta say. It's you and I. Let's take our time, go get away, run off into the night. Let's escape. Let's run off into the night. Follow the stars and get so high. Tomorrow's not promised, so let's take advantage and acknowledge the fact that you were made for me. Are you gon' ride? Be my ride or die. Baby, can you ride with me all night? Let's make this time a memorable time. Just you and I, let's make this right. I wanna be with you.
All right, Queen. That's beautiful. Beautiful.
Love that a lot.
And so, how can we get our hands on more of this music?
It's dollar sign everywhere. SDOLLASIGN.
Okay.
Right. That's so beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that. It just, guys.
All right.
Say that again. Say it louder. Say it louder.
Goosebumps and literal like tears in my eyes. I just want to tell all you ladies, and I know Geisha, we're gonna get you, Queen. You guys just warm my soul, past my heart, my soul, to know that what me and Sissy do here
That's important.
on Saturday nights is so amazing. And I thank you, Queens, for coming and blessing me and my Sissy. Just to see you guys doing what you do just warms my heart so much. And to see black girls out here changing the world, it just warms my heart. And I thank you, ladies, so much.
We thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, beautiful Geisha West.
Okay, I'm a little bit. on the development side, but I just finished my project, so I have the cover art for it, and I can email the track because everything's not uploaded yet.
It doesn't matter, gorgeous.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm figuring it out.
That's beautiful. Oh yeah, you can email it to lgrayfisher@me.com.
Okay, that's awesome.
To you, Miss Jackie, again. Thank you for having us.
You're so welcome,
Yes,
beautiful.
thank you.
You're so welcome.
Yeah.
You guys just warm my heart.
You're so beautiful. Thank you. Yeah.
And I didn't even know you was from my hometown until today.
Geisha, you gonna
Yes,
send
ma'am.
it? Okay, let's have you send it to Rachel.
LG. Okay,
I'll
what's
send it to his address.
Okay, what is it?
See, like, and then
Don't do nothing else.
I'm just still
That
blown
is just
away.
beautiful.
The piano.
It was really
Everybody.
Yes, like,
And this still scar right here.
Absolutely.
She reminds me of Elizabeth.
Maybe I do. Maybe I do. I don't know.
But it
But
must be Boo Boo. Because we've been trying to find that person for forever.
okay.
Am I?
I was like, just say whatever your
Oh my
heart.
God,
you know,
this is
like,
It's so beautiful.
I look
Absolutely.
like a fool.
It is. I tell you, you ladies are amazing, incredible.
Yeah.
Black girl
Right.
magic up in
Now, when you get your when you all get your Grammys,
Grammys,
you
don't
allow the
forget about the little
PLJ show to cover it, right?
Me and Lord Rock are gonna be up in the spot, you know.
Don't forget us now.
Okay.
Yes, because the Grammys are coming, definitely.
But did you hear they were pushed back this year?
No,
Because of COVID.
Oh, because
Because
of
of
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah, they pushed it back a little.
Grammy
Everything.
week used to be lit.
I know, remember the days, boy, I tell you. My God. Any New Year's resolutions while we wait a little bit? I don't do resolutions. You guys do New
I don't
Year's
have any.
resolutions?
Not really either, but my resolution was to delete them dating apps, and I'm done. No, I'm not doing it no more. Never again.
Love Teens has gotten rid of the date nap.
The streets is ghetto right now. Like, stay out the streets, y'all. It's ghetto.
First of all,
It's rough. It's rough out there.
Men do not they don't even know how to hold a conversation. Like,
It's
and I'm
so
like,
bad.
you gonna reciprocate? You gonna ask me what I'm doing? You just want me to ask you what you? Okay.
Terrible. It just floats
Too
to
old
sleep.
for this.
That's where we at, huh?
don't even ask you what's your favorite color
You got it?
anymore, huh?
They don't do none of that. They
Not
don't
yet.
even try to butter you up no more.
by
They
the way,
just
it's
straight
red.
up. Like, by the way,
I know you didn't ask.
like, no.
I was hoping we'd get there,
We
man.
are in the day and age, sadly enough, where we don't be cordial as we used to be. We just go straight up for the, hey, yo, mama, what's up?
Like, butter me up.
I got this package that I need to deliver. Are you available?
That's literally them every time.
And I'm like, no one is available at this time. Please leave a message at the end of the time.
Beep.
Please hang up and try again.
Don't even leave a message. 'cause-
The number that you are calling is now unsubscribed. If you call this number in error, please hang up and try again.
Right.
Like,
Because you definitely reached an error.
Do you think that men are they don't wine and dine because women don't require that of them anymore?
I think that some women settle for the bare minimum, which isn't even the bare minimum anymore. So they're gonna get it from someone who's just gonna accept it. But me, baby, you gonna bring the roses. You gonna take me out. I come over your house. Let's Netflix it, baby.
Basically, see?
Now, why you think? Now, why you think I want you to know where I live? No, they don't even try no more. Like, they literally don't.
ooh, what do we got? Oh,
Solitary confined. That's what I'm talking about. 5150. That's a pretty girl. Even
It's
though
the
she
body yaddy for me.
All right.
hey.
I've seen this on your
So
Instagram.
I put it like a Brady Bunch because I got a bunch of different personalities. going on.
I like that.
I can't wait. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Fashion, fancy, fashion, fashion, fancy, fashion, fashion, so fancy, fashion, so fancy as you do. Come and juice me down. The stylist highbrow. All made on this dress. Let's go make a mess. Artsy jarring, life a party. When we shopping, we be sparring. Dress me up like I'm Miss Barbie. Throw it back and then I park it. Barrels burnt up, now I'm tired. I need bags for all this attire. Who said being bad is easy? You a liar. Untailored pants on fire. He said, babe, think I wanna get my boots on. He said, as long as I can fuck you with the bandage on. He said, I want my hair cut like Nia Long. He said, look back at me when I bust it down. I type K, where we at today? He said, meet me at the penthouse, see my dinner plate. So I put on the robe that go down to my ankles. Fat pussy, got Kango, switch wigs, taste rainbow. These niggas hate that raincoat. Yeah, with my 5-star bitches in the lamb truck. With the mink glass girls with their bands up. Have them on the Sean Kingston when they break up. Yeah. If your ex stay in honey bun, block a she can't stomach the dun. Post up, watch them go ahead and rerun. Yeah, them hoes gon' put on everything I wore. Damn, you fucking horse. Guess my style is so damn mean that I'm Regina George. Like,
just had a cow team bar. That is the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen. Where did you get it? Now I guess she's on crack. I love Mean Girl. That is my shit. My sister, no, that's my Mean Girls. I love you so much.
That is amazing.
I love it. Let us know when we get more of you and all that jazz. Tell us.
So everything should be uploaded in a couple of days. Just transferring right now. The mixtape name is 5150 Solitary Confinement. So you should be able to find that all platforms. Yep. And my Instagram is Geisha West 310.
Okay. All right.
I like that. I'm excited. What made you decide to just go full throttle with it, with the title?
Oh, because that was my life, like the whole time I was creating it.
Right.
It was second nature. Like, I feel like I'm going crazy. So I'm just about to name this 5150. And the whole solitary thing is because kind of, I agree with the relationship thing and just having to be to yourself a lot when you're trying to create, because you just want to make sure you're giving all your energy to it. So, yeah.
I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming. And I know it was a little bit of a struggle with the travels, but thank you for not giving up and for coming to see us tonight.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it so much. It's such beautiful. It's just amazing tonight, huh, Sissy?
It is amazing to have spent a couple of hours with these beautiful queens.
Did you ladies have a good time?
Yeah.
I have a big question though. This is me and Sissy always want to. Do you think you'll come back again for another show? Because Laura Rocker has so many amazing topics that are always in the I could say in the pipeline. So I just want to make sure that we'll be able to be blessed and have you queens come back and visit with us again. And then of course let us know what you guys are doing, because Lori and I, we love to come out.
Yes,
we love a good party.
We support.
We're on the road
Absolutely.
anytime. We will be the POJ show on location. We will do that.
We
Easy.
will.
So,
We have.
we have. We do all the time. But I appreciate you queens coming too. You guys, I know I just got heartfelt, and it's okay. It's just okay. You warm my heart just to let us know, because sometimes you just warm my heart, and that's all you need to know. So thank you, ladies, for coming tonight. You made my year. This is the best night of the year.
It is. Thank you so much.
So, Lord, what we got next week? Lord Rocky, you going to put it out there in the atmosphere? Let us know. Take us out.
Since today we had the women, we show love to the queens. Next week is the kings.
Where is West
So
Coast
you want to
hip-hop?
join us here, ladies and gentlemen, next week, 6 o'clock p.m., the Poetry of Justice show with Jackie Ray Phillips on YikesRadio.com and AcceleratorRadio.net. Thank you for joining us. See you next week.